sir. You already know what time it is.
Oh, yes.
It's your boy Matt P.
And your boy Jeremy Chase.
And this is Parking Lot Parables.
Yes, sir. We back at it.
Yeah. Keeping it going.
Mm-hmm.
Where about? Hold on. Let me get adjusted for a second. Don't adjust your settings. Yeah, but you know where we at now? We're almost at the end of
July.
We almost at the end.
1 or 2 weeks left, man.
Jeez.
It's there.
Yo, like this junk is like flying by.
Yeah, bro. I mean, this year is going by. Yeah, man. Like this year's, it's coming to a close. Well, it ain't coming to a close, but it's getting near.
Yeah. Still plenty of time to do whatever it is you've been putting off.
Yeah.
Or, you know, plan for whatever it is. Maybe it isn't for you to actually do it this year. Doesn't mean you can't plan and, you know, get everything aligned and set up when it is time to execute those plans.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, like, speaking of, like plans and, you know, when you're trying to execute things, you know, after, you know, you get success.
Yeah.
You know, some people take the mindset that, you know, oh, I'm only gonna take with me whoever supported me.
No, you can't have that mindset, man. Cause like you'll limit your potential.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody who's and I guess that's what we're gonna talk about. You know, new friends.
Yeah. New connections. All of it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. I don't remember who came out with the song. It was like No New Friends.
Yeah.
Like, shoot, sometimes your old ones will do you dirtier than new people will sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes we be stuck in the familiar for so long that we don't grow no more. So I think it's important that, you know, we are meeting new people, that we're, you know, not just stuck in a box somewhere, just doing our own thing, but networking, but, you know, making connections, man, because it's important.
Yeah,
so important.
Most definitely, yeah. And you know, and I can honestly say from my experience that it has limited me somewhat. Oh, I've had to like take time to allow healing because, you know, when people like try and reach out, you know, I kind of be looking like, oh, man, what they up to?
Yeah, like what's your motive?
Like what's the motive?
What's your
what you up to? Like, let me go on ahead and let me keep an eye on this dude or her or whoever, you know, because I'm like, like, you know, past experiences have kind of like, I've allowed past experiences to kind of taint my view of like of people, like when, you know, because some people just be like they genuinely like you, you know, and they like what you're doing.
Exactly.
You know, but, you know, sometimes, you know, things that have happened in the past, you got people who may have approached you like that, but I mean, it turns out they was just trying to use you. So now,
get to what you got.
Yeah, I mean, and it's hard. I ain't gonna lie, it is hard sometimes to differentiate, like, between the two, you know.
Yeah.
And that's where, you know, for believers, you know, that's where the Holy Spirit comes in.
Yeah, man. Like, discernment's important. Especially when you picking new friends, like, you know, that's why I put everybody on the what's it called, a trial. Cause you never know, man. Like, maybe one way at first, but then you never know. But yeah, like at the same time, you can't have that same mentality that this person will treat you the same as someone who's done you bad. And like some friendships, you know, it may just be for a season. I think we just gotta realize that anything can go, you know, when it comes to that. And I think when you like leave yourself open to not having people in your life in a certain capacity, like it allows you to be able to, you know, meet new people, you know, accept new people in your life and not be tied down by any one person or two or however many you have in your life. Because like sometimes we can hold up our friends as idols and like, you know, like it'll come back to bite you.
Yeah, because I mean, one thing, if anybody who's had, who's like, you put a lot of trust in, say, a family member or a longtime friend,
Yeah.
people let you down.
Oh yeah, man.
Doesn't matter who it is, like they let you down. Now, if they're genuine people, then they didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
But stuff happens.
Yeah.
So but you set yourself up for failure when you do, as you said, bro. When you put them up on these pedestals and you putting them over. You putting more faith in them than you are in God.
Yeah.
You relying on them for everything. I mean, sometimes it's not bad to be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
It's not bad
At all.
to be a jack of many trades. Not all, but I mean many. I mean.
And at the end of the day, man, we're human. So of course people will disappoint you. But the key part to look for is, can you grow from that? Like, every friendship, acquaintance, connection has a purpose. Now, whether that purpose is to teach you something, or if it's a long-lasting relationship, like, it still has a purpose. That's why, man, nowadays, I just learn from everything, because me and you both have been through some trash friendships, relationships, the whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
And like, the key thing is to learn from it and being able to take what you learn and applying it. Because if not, you're gonna repeat the same cycle. Because I truly believe God will show send you the same person in a different body if you don't learn the first time. Like, when you truly learn,
you find yourself like, man, what? Like, just speaking about relationships, I can really relate for that. Like, relationships, you be like, Lord, what am I doing to attract these types of people?
Yeah. And it's all about the lesson you learn. Like, if you've seen a whole bunch of red flags from your last relationship, like, you ain't learned.
Yeah, so, what are we saying? Don't overlook the red flags.
Yeah.
Don't be so desperate. Don't be so desperate to have friends or a significant other or whatever, where you just have to, like look, I know it's gonna be a few L's I'm gonna take, but if it's a girlfriend, you be like, the sex is good.
Yeah. But man, like, and you know what, man? One thing I've learned about true friends is that it don't matter how much time has gone by. When you see them and y'all vibing, like, it's just like y'all were just together yesterday. Like, and there are some people like that. People move away, people, go and do other things, and y'all may not have connected for a while, but, like, there's some people out there that, like, it'll be just as cool as when y'all first started your friendship. Mm-hmm. And I think we don't even look at those friendships, because I have plenty of them. There's very few people that I talk to every day or, every week or so. And like, but there's a lot of people who, if they hit me up, it's like, hey man, you want to go catch a movie? I'll be like, sure. And like, it'll be just like, we've been talking this whole time. And I think that's important too. Like, some people just need some space for a while. Like, one thing I learned is that when you start being quiet and like, being to yourself, it shows you what type of character your friends have. Cause you got them ones that'll be like, nigga, you ain't hit me up in a while and blase.
Everything about them.
Yeah,
it's always about them.
Exactly. And then you'll have those ones who are true friends, be like, man, I ain't hear from you in a while. You all right? You good? Like, you need anything? Like, that truly shows that, they're for you. Because if you got the ones that, like, instantly rip, like, go to 100 off of you not talking to them, like, man, like, they selfish, they only think about themselves and how you affect them. Like, no. Like, I know there's been plenty of people who've just been leeches, man. Like, just leech onto your energy. Like, me and you both have good spirits. I think sometimes we can be caught in the trap of people trying to leech off of that energy. And then it just becomes like depressed to be around that person.
Yeah.
Like
I always feel like, been around people who like, I don't know, and they come in different forms too. Like you feel like you've ever been around somebody who's like always hating.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like just constantly hating. Like
got something negative about everything. Like, man, like it's some people like they walk in the room and they can bring that whole room down.
Yeah, like as soon as they come, misery.
Okay, it's like they got a dark cloud, and like that's why it's important to watch who you friends with and watch who you call friend. Cause man, look, some people will try to put you through some foolishness that you ain't signed up for. Like a true friend doesn't cover for your foolishness now. Like you out here doing dirt, don't call on me, cause that phone gonna be denied. I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, ain't it? Like, bro, I'm like, no, people I done dealt with, they know not to tell me where they was at 2:00 in the morning.
Okay.
Cause if I'm asked, I'm gonna tell it. Oh yeah, he was with so and so.
Exactly.
Ain't no bros.
Yeah.
No nothing.
Like, fam, cause you don't get a warning from us anyway.
I'm like, bro, ain't it? Like, I'm like, bro, don't do it.
No.
Don't do it, bro.
Bro, that's a setup. Like, warning comes before destruction. So, like, if you ain't got friends like that can like see the signs, even in relationships, man. Like, sometimes your friends can see that it's not going well before you do. And if you got the ones that don't tell you about it, like, you may want to question. Like,
man, look, some of us need new friends. Like, we really do, because the friends you got, they're poisonous to you. Like if you around, just ask yourself a few questions. If you tell, like, say if you around friends, you got friends that are well known, and let's just say, for instance, fellas, if you tell a girl, I'm about to go kick it with so and so and so and so, and she's like, who? Them? Oh, you hang with them? Okay. I don't know if I can really fool with you, like, because they so well known. They so known for doing dirt.
Yeah.
You automatically, or that is a sign to you. They're all hoes or something. So you're guilty by association. Even if you don't do that, like, it's unfortunate. Like, the word does say birds of a feather flock together, right?
Yep. Man, that's what I'm like.
How can two walk together except they agree?
Yeah.
So now I know that's like a lot of people say that's really referring to like believers and unbelievers.
Yeah.
But I attribute it to more than just that, man. Like, because Jesus, when he had the disciples, when he called them to follow him, I don't think they were necessarily believers at first anyway.
No, they weren't, and they weren't agreeing with everything Jesus was doing.
Yeah, like Peter called himself trying to stop Jesus from dying on the cross.
Pretty much. Shoot.
So they didn't agree about, like, especially about his, but at the end of the day, like, they knew it was bigger. They knew it was bigger than that. But that's really beside the point. Like, it's like you really gotta watch who you hang around, man. Like, if you, because it begs the question, like, if you hanging around a whole bunch of people that cheat on their women, or women, if you hanging around a bunch of your homegirls that cheat on their dudes, how long?
Look,
before you pick up that habit.
I'm telling you, like, there's no running from it, because you'll be looped in. Like, I think it'll even get to the point where people will be lying on you so much about it that you'll just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, and plus peer pressure is a mud, right? Okay. If you with your boys and it, like, they done found these girls and, like, man, this it's 3 of them, it's 4 of y'all, it's 4 of these girls. Now your 3 friends, they all got in relationships and married, but they about to do some dirt. And this 4th girl, she ain't trying to be left behind. So what? Guess what? She looking at you. What you gonna do?
That's the moments that count, man. And that's where accountability gotta take place, man. Like, if you if you scared to tell your friends that something is wrong or something they doing is wrong, like, no, don't break it off. Cause like it's like accountability is so important. Like we all need accountability in some type of form. Cause if not, we be wilding. Cause we like if not, we'll think everything we do is right. Like, you know, we think that, you know, we just the final say on all things because we're still learning and growing. And if you ain't got accountability to be like, hey man, I think you can do it this way, you know, you might turn out better going this way. Like, it'll save you a whole lot of headaches. Like, I think sometimes we can avoid a lot of mountains that we go around by getting better accountability. Like, man, I know we've dealt with so many issues that, like, the fact that we don't have someone to be accountable about it, like, it ruins us. You know, but it's important, man, that, you know, you find those friends that, like, that keep you accountable. They're not dream killers. They push you towards your dream. Like, I think it's so important that, you know, you be open and honest with them, but don't kill their dream. Like, man, that's like, no. That's a no, man. Like, I think so many people kill their own potential because they hang around negative people. They have a small mindset, especially in Valdosta, bro. There's so many people that, like, just don't see anything further than this. You know, don't see themselves going nowhere. Don't see themselves striving to be any better. Striving for, you know, a better situation in their lives, man. Like, all they see is misery, and that's what they stay in. I'm like, no.
I broke up with a girl literally for that reason.
Yeah, man.
Because, you know, she was like, oh, well, you know, it is what it is. I'm like, all right, bet. Say less. Glad you said that.
Yeah, man. Like when you see, it's one thing to, like, we all have bad days and bad moments where, like, man, I don't even want to do nothing today because I ain't even feeling it. But when you are in that mindset, wholly, like, no prayers I can say for you can help you. Because if you don't believe in yourself and you don't have people believing in you, like, it ain't gonna work. Like, that's why it's important, you know, when you have people that surround you, that they're like-minded people. And I'm not saying they gotta think and do like you, because there are people who are at a higher level than you that can help you out, to get you out of a lot of situations that can cause you trouble. What I am saying is that they should be Christ-like. They should be, you know, people who strive for better, people who are family-oriented, men that, you know, take up for their families, like, you know, that stand on their own, you know, are able to provide, are able to do things that men are called to do. Like, I think it says a lot when, you know, you can support someone who like doesn't believe in themselves at first. Like, that one little compliment or push from someone, it can take them a long way, man. Like I even think of, you know, like, just think, bro, like, if we never started this podcast, would we ever go back to music? Would we have ever, you know, started pursuing our dreams? Started, you know, doing the things we wanted to do? You know, because I think this even opened up a possibility of me working in different fields, man. Like, you know, I think it's important to look back and was like, man, I wasn't really thinking about all this.
Yeah, right. And here's another thing to think about. You know, when you think of your circle and the type of people you deal with, look, life is short. Biz Markie, a legendary hip hop artist, producer, he just died. Yeah. Shoot. I mean, one of my classmates just died, apparently. That I graduated with, you know, so he was like 31, 32, and he just passed. I'm not even sure from what, but I mean, it was early 30s. I mean, and people die much younger than that. I mean, man. So I mean, tomorrow is not promised.
No, man. That's why we have
Today really is a gift.
Yeah.
Like,
every
and
day.
it's hard to think, and it's hard. And I know, understand. Like, I mean, I know for me, it's hard to think that way sometimes because, you know, especially when you like deal certain situations hit you.
Yeah.
The stress of the day, like especially when it comes to like financial stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, some person coming up to you talking to you crazy,
Mm-hmm.
like all that type of stuff can affect your mindset like that.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you'll go from saying whistling in your head, God is a good, back to I'll throw balls on this mother. Like
Okay.
like who, like for real, but have you ready to go off on somebody, boy? Like so you have to like keep all that in mind. Like, I mean, just try again tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
If you get a chance.
Yeah, man. Like you said, life is so short. That's why, man, you got to be surrounded with the right people. Because the wrong people could shorten your life.
But
Like,
for real,
literally.
stress you out,
Mhm.
have you stressed out.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Shoot.
shoot, like ain't nobody got time for that, man. Like, I'm like, I mean, and it's not to be selfish, man, because I mean, some of your friends, you know, they might be going through something sometimes.
Exactly.
They might need you for a change.
Yeah.
You know, they might need you to speak into their life.
Yeah.
Or pray for them.
Exactly.
But when you need it, of course, like they should be able to do the same thing for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It should go both ways.
It should go both ways. I mean, I feel like nowadays a lot of these people be out here always talking about, oh, if you ain't about ready to do this, that, and the third for me, we can't be this, we can't be cool. Like, everything's about them.
Yeah.
Like,
No, man, it ain't
a very greedy, a very self-centered is the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, very self-centered people these days.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, no, y'all can have that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
These friendships, like, look at it. Like, you know, look at, you know, are you growing with this person? Even in your relationships, like, you gotta look at it that way as well. Like, are they praying for me? Like, could I call on them to pray for me? I mean, could I pray for them as well? Like, all of these different things. Like, you should be looking at whether, you know, these people in my life, are they for me or against me? Like, are they, you know, here for a season or here forever? You know, because, like, man, you can really waste your time with people. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, what are we saying? You know, we're saying, you know, new friends is okay.
Mm-hmm.
But just be mindful, though. You know, that's all.
That's it, man.
So, create new friendships
Mm-hmm.
when the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah.
And stay away from the fools.
Stay away from the fools.
Speaking of which, you already know what time it is.
Oh, yes.
It is Miss Me with the Foolishness. I mean, and this is as foolish as always. Another Florida man. We finally got a decent Florida man again, man.
Yeah, man. So I'll go ahead and read it. Florida man tries to throw live gator onto building's roof. So, a Florida man told police officers he was teaching it a lesson when he tried to throw a live alligator he had stolen from a miniature golf course onto the roof of a beachside cocktail lounge. The 32-year-old man was arrested early Thursday when Daytona Beach Shores police officers spotted him attempting to throw the gator onto the roof of a cocktail lounge located off of Highway A1A. According to police reports, the officers then saw the man take the gator by his tail, hit it against the awning of the building, throw it to the ground, and stomp on it twice. The man was from Homestead, Florida, was taken into custody and charged with possession and injury of an alligator, unarmed burglary of an occupying dwelling, theft, and criminal mischief. The man told officers that he had stolen the gator from enclosure at a nearby miniature golf course. So, first of all, why we got gators at a miniature golf course? Ain't that where the kids go to play?
Yeah, like that sounds a little dangerous to me.
Look, why they at the golf course? That's why I want to know.
But like this dude, he had to be high on something, man.
Mm-hmm. I mean, on something.
Why did you steal the gator, bro?
Like, what lesson was he trying to teach? Like, fail.
I'm like, this dude, he's over here. He's like mob bossing this gator, man.
That's some drunk mentality there.
Like
he looked at him wrong or something.
He's like, where my money? Where my money? He said, I gotta teach this joker a lesson.
I mean, he drugged them. Just think, man, how you get that gator all the way from the golf course, even if the golf course was in the same.
Yo, you know what this whole situation reminds me of?
What?
Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah.
Remember the black dude got his hand, dude from Predator, he got his hand bit off by the gator.
Man, shoot.
Like, bro, like what type of lesson was you trying to teach a gator? It's like,
this reminds me of ATL.
Like, look, he gotta learn.
Shoot. I was
See,
like,
you gonna throw him on top of the roof to teach you a lesson?
Man, look, man, shoot, it's some craziness, man. Like,
boy, I love Florida, boy. Y'all never let us down, man.
Ever. I'll be like, dog, man. I'll be wilding. I'll be like, why?
Y'all never let us down, bro.
Oh man, I'll be like, Flow Rider, what are y'all doing? But chill, man. Like, I mean, he just straight. How he get it up there? Is I want to know. Like, if people just see him dragging it, like, I hope he ain't take no elevator, cause that would have been a setup for him to die. Like,
this must have been a little gator though. It had to be pretty small.
Had to,
cause like
ain't no way.
Like he's over here bullying a baby gator is basically what I feel like is happening here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause ain't no way you just dragging a full gator at the Yeah, you ain't that strong. I don't care who you is. And he our age too. Like, man.
Yeah, I don't know. This screams meth head behavior.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know. Like
he better be lucky he didn't get bit.
Yeah. If I had been, he been picking it up, trying to throw it anywhere. If it had been a live gator. Did you see that video of that guy who was trying to get a gator out of the highway?
Oh no.
That was a big gator though. Like, he wasn't about to be just throwing that gator anywhere.
No. That's about as worse as I don't know if you watch ATL.
Talking about that episode where the police was at his door or something like that?
Yeah, and he sent the alligator after him.
Yeah, he like ran out like the back of the house or some junk like that.
It was gone. Man, shoot.
Man.
That ain't finna be something I'ma deal with.
See, I don't really like fooling with Florida in that capacity anyway, because like for some reason the people down there they like having like exotic animals, like they have like anacondas and
I'll be like
pythons in their house and gators, and then once the things get too big, they just set them free somewhere.
Yeah, they just release them somewhere, man. That's why snakes be crawling up their toilets and stuff.
Bruh, that's like one of my biggest fears is to like sit on the toilet.
Okay, and
then
ooh, yeah.
Bruh, you prime real estate. That caught you with your pants down, bruh.
Okay, ain't no defending. Be like that movie Snakes on a Plane where old buddy bit his junk.
Bro, that's like one of the most compromising. To be on the toilet and get caught slipping is like one of the most compromising situations you could ever be in your life,
man.
Like, for real, man. Like, somebody bust in. I knew a dude. He was cheating on his girl.
Dang.
So she waited. She caught him at the perfect time. He was in there on the toilet. His pants down, of course. She came in there with some scissors.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, heck no. You can't be introducing sharp objects in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Man, no.
Like, the time for torture, what? Like, look, man. Prime real estate, bro. He couldn't do nothing, man. It's like, she caught him slipping in the worst way, boy. I'm like, I don't have you. I'm like, I'm gonna need a lock on my bathroom though when I'm taking the when I'm in the restroom, boy. Like, I ain't about to just be able to walk in on me.
Oh no, man, no.
You gonna have to kick that door down. At least if you kick it, at least that lets me know something ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
You just
gonna
be
time
to
prepare, cause pants go right back up.
It's already bad enough. Yeah, you go up. You got the mud, but you ain't even got the white yet. That's like, it's a bad way to be, boy.
Man,
like,
true. And don't let yourself be crap. You be done stood up and sat right back there. Man, shoot.
Yeah, like that's like one of my like boy, I'm like, Lord, don't let it go down like that.
Look, I don't want to die naked either. like fam, you done caught me just getting out the shower. I'm just laying there.
What if he like one of them Fleece Johnson type?
Look, heck no. He caught me face down, butt up. In the tub. Like, no, man, heck no.
The detectives talking about what happened to you.
Shoot, they just gather around with their pipes.
Like, yeah, we're gonna have to wait till the autopsy.
Man.
Let's see how he died.
No.
But could you imagine like having that explained to your wife?
Okay.
Yeah. They'd be like, he died hard.
Said the blue chew was still active. Man, that would be messed up.
That's embarrassing, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of funny. Like,
man, you know, even after you die, your body be still functioning for a little bit.
Yeah, like.
Man, shoot. I mean, there was this movie, I forgot what it was called, where, you know, the dude who plays Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe, he was in it. And I think he was like a dead body. And like, his bodily functions were still working. And he used them to propel him out in the sea. Like, he kept farting. And the body was just going. It was a crazy movie, brother. I was like, man, shoot. So I can't be no funeral home director. Nah.
What? No. I'm like, I hope ain't none of those funeral home mortician people perverted, man.
Look, man, that's ain't nothing they can do. You know, they in their hands, literally.
Yeah, like I mean, well, ain't like they gonna feel it, but still though, the disrespect. You walk in and you see your like cousin or somebody, and he over here doing something strange to it.
Yeah, man, no.
Yeah. Everybody be on one these days.
Ain't nothing about that. But yeah, bro. Got anything else, bro?
No. I mean, I just like, don't be all we really said today, man, is really don't be afraid to have new friendships, make new acquaintances. Networking is always good.
Yeah.
Connections. I mean, I believe networking helps establish that mutual, you find out what you have, like, mutual connections, like, or interests or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and if it stays strictly business, cool. If it becomes something more than that, then cool. Yeah. If y'all end up being good friends, I mean, it's all good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but don't get caught up in this whole no new friends fools.
Yeah, you can't do anything by yourself, man.
Yeah, and think about what you can do for somebody else sometimes too. Yeah, don't be so caught up on like what they can do for you. And if they ain't doing this or that for you, then bump them type deal. That's just trash way to be. But if you want to follow me, you can follow me, Matthew Priest, on Facebook, Matthew_E_Priest on Instagram and TikTok. I'm President MP on Snapchat and Twitter.
Oh yeah, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at The Chase Harden on all social media platforms.
And if you haven't seen if you want to get caught up on the previous episodes, you know everything is on Facebook, all the videos. If you want to just listen to it, you can listen to them on all the YouTube.
Yeah, Spotify.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah, Spotify, it's all on there.
Apple Music, Google Podcasts, whatever.
Add us on IG, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. You know. Shout out to my previous guest, Brandon, man.
Oh yeah.
Good episode, man.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yeah, but you already know what it is. Once again, I am Matt P.
And I'm Jeremy Chase.
One time.
Yes, sir.